Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, my channel. I thought I would, as per usual, show you some of the books that I recently bought. Does seem to be a theme, doesn't it? But whatever, it's my money. And I am about to start my new job tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. I've been out of work for a little while now since moving back home. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I don't know how much energy I'm gonna have. So I was like, I'll just show you the books that I bought recently. Yeah, let's go from there. Sorry, having a moment. So I picked up, I don't think I showed this in my last video, and I apologise if I did, but I picked up Caravelle by Stephanie Garber. I picked this up in a charity shop. These are all charity shop, so I'll try not to keep repeating myself. And I picked it up because I try to follow a wide variety of booktubers, some that specialise or enjoy reading, should I say, young adult books, and some that don't. But I think the majority that I follow do enjoy YA, so which I'm not mad about, because I had no idea that there were so many good authors out there that write for young adults, and I enjoy them. Obviously, I enjoy both myself, but not all the time. But anyway, so I picked it up because I saw a lot of love for it, and I think I got to chapter 7, and I don't like it, unfortunately. I'm going to keep hold of it and try again. Problem is, I was just coming off of the back of A Little Life, and I'm still not over that book. So perhaps trying to go into this after that was just too jarring. I was hoping for something like a little lighter, and it certainly is lighter, but it's not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel, but 7 chapters in, and I put it down. So we're keeping hold of it, and we're going to see if we can pick it back up again at some point. I hope the glare is my end and not your end. You can't see it. Hopefully I can. So there we go. So that's that one. So what else have I bought? I was very excited. I like to think of it as my favourite charity shop for books, but lately they've had so much stock delivered, they've cut down the book side. They've gotten rid of like a whole bookcase and made it shorter with more DVDs on one side, and then they've double stacked them. I can't even get to them because there's so many boxes in front of them, and it's a really popular charity shop, so many people are in there anyway. So it's difficult. But before they had like their move around, I managed to pick up all these. Yeah. So that is all 6. I don't know if it's all. I don't know if there's more in the series, but I managed to pick up 6 books of the Mortal Instruments. Yes, the Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. I watched some of the TV show, and I didn't overly like it, but I loved Bane. The actor that played Bane, the character of Bane, is life. So I picked these up because it was £2 for 6 books. So I thought, well, there's 6 there, I'll pick them up. And they have like the best spines I've ever seen. I love them. So I picked them up, and I read this one. I flew through it, to be completely honest with you. I quite enjoyed it. It didn't blow my mind, but that's probably because I'd seen the TV show, but I did like it. You know, I love some demon fighting, some naughty vampires. You know, really enjoyed it. So, and Bane. I paid £2 for Bane. There better be more Bane. I know there is a Bane Chronicle, but obviously I don't want to get to that just yet, just in case there's any spoilers. But I'm hoping to fall in love with some more characters, just a bit like Bane, really. So this follows Clary Frey, and she's starting to see things, and it turns out that she is being drawn into a secret society, so to speak, of warriors called the Shadow Hunters, and that's all I'm going to say, because I'm pretty sure you probably know. Although if you do know, and I don't want to spoil anything, just give it a second. When I take the book down, you'll know I'm finished. But I find the front cover really ruins the story. But then again, I suppose only because I've seen the TV series. There we go. So that's that. So yeah, I was really pleased to get all of them. They're not in bad condition. And like I said, it is one of my favourite charity shops, and I love supporting the charity, which is Catherine House Hospice. So yeah, there's those. I didn't buy all these at the same time, I might add. The next book I brought is in the same place that I got Caravelle from, and their kids' books are cheaper than their adult books. Yes! So I got the 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison for 40p. You can tell I'm pleased with myself. I brought One Wish by Michelle Harrison, and I loved it. I had, again, this is me reaching out to my books. Normally I am very much, or I have always been, like a very sci-fi and horror reader, which I still am. I love sci-fi, I love horror, contemporaries, yes. I'll try anything once, easy. But I would never really considered it. So watching all these different channels, I was like, oh, I'm going to try that. It sounds good. I think I'd like it. And I did. I loved One Wish so much. So this is the first book in the series. I didn't want this cover. I'm not going to lie. I wanted the other covers, but for 40p. So this follows Tanya, and she's visiting her grandma's house, and I believe we have fairies. I'm not going to just sit and read the back. I don't know what a lot of these are about. Goodreads will tell you. But yes, so Tanya, fairies, and a mystery. And it's Michelle Harrison. So I really like her writing. So I was like ridiculously happy. And I was going to pick this one up to read, but I started the Fifth Wave, which then made me go into the Infinite Sea, and now I'm on the last star. So I'm like, I can't stop. I'm trying to get a massive dent in that today, but it's just not happening. I'm not feeling it as much as I was enjoying the first two books, but that's fine. We'll go on. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick this one up next, but then I bought some more. You know. Okay, the next one I picked up is The Girls, and this is by Emma Cline. I did find this again today in another shop, but it was smaller, and I really wish I'd have waited, because this is quite a big book. So, Evie Boyd is desperate to be noticed. In the summer of 1986, empty days stretch out under the California sun. She notices a group of girls, and at the centre is Russell and the ranch. So, from what I can gather, there's this ranch, there's rumours of sex, frenzied gathering, and teen runaways. I am going to spitball and assume free love, cult leader, that sort of thing. I could be wrong, but that's the impression I get from the synopsis, is that is the road we're going down. I'm excited to read it, but I'm not excited to read it at the same time. You know, cults never really, have a happy ending, but I am excited to read it. And like I said, I don't know if that is the case. It just suggests that it might be. I'm very excited. Oh, I did actually. If anyone watching, I could post this in a group, but I'm too shy, funny enough. I came across a book today, and I was going to pick it up because it was only 50p, and it was called The Uglies, and it's about a world where you're born ugly, which really doesn't work that well, because I think ugly is such a strong term, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder anyway. And then, to ascend, you get an operation on your 16th birthday. And I had a flick through the first couple of pages, but the writing style I wasn't sure on. But if anyone's read that, let me know if it's worth it. Do let me know. I'll go back and find it. So that was The Girls. What else do we have? Okay, we have The Familiars by Stacey Halls. And look at that. It reminds me of my Malmouth cover. So this came out last year, I think, in 2018. It's not in bad condition, to be completely honest with you. So this is about two women, and I do believe we have some witchcraftiness, maybe. I'm not sure. I brought it because I'd seen people post it on Instagram, and it was £1.49. I was like, I want to get in on that. But no, it does sound good. And Jessie Burton has said assured and alluring. And I like Jessie, and I like Jessie's style. I didn't enjoy her book, but I will try. I didn't like The Miniaturist. That's Jessie, isn't it? But I do want to pick up her other book. I just didn't enjoy that one. So, yeah. Oh, babies, pregnancy. Can you tell that I am just like really good at explaining things? I'm so good. But there we go. So I got The Familiars. Right, I'm going to go up on my knees because I got a dead butt. Okay, so the next ones I picked up, this was again in Catherine House before they did the switch around. So I picked up The Innocent Mage and The Awakened Mage. Book 1 and Book 2, and these are by Karen Miller. I picked them up because I seem to have a habit. If I'm in a charity shop and I see series that look like they may be up my street, I'll buy them. Obviously, I did it with the Fifth Wave. I've done it with these, although I believe there's 6 books. I could buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books according to the front of the book, but they don't always tell you how many you need. But so I got the first 2, and I thought when I get to them, because I've got a lot of books to get to, when I get to them, if I like them, I'll get the rest in the series if they're so. Number 1. So, being a fisherman like his father isn't a bad life, but it's not the one Asher wants. Despite his humble roots, Asher has grand dreams, and they call him to Dorana, home of princes, beggars, and the warrior mages who have protected the kingdom for generations. Yep. Protecting. I'm for it. So if you've read these, let me know if they're any good. But yeah, like I said, I was happy to find 1 and 2. Really happy. I was in one of the charity shops earlier where I picked up the last books I'll show you in a minute, and they had so many like books that I really would like to pick up, but they had book like 2, 3, and 5, or they had book 4 and 3, and I was just like, it's a problem with charity shop hunting. Sometimes someone will want the first book and not the rest, so you just get left with the rest. It's fine. These, I do believe, are a complete series, and this is Skyborne, Fireborn, and Shadowborne by David Dalglish. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. A major new epic fantasy begins. And apparently, David is a USA Today best-selling author. The first in an all-new fantasy series. So twins Kale and Brianna Skyborne are training to be elite soldiers in aerial combat, wielding elements of ice, fire, stone, and lightning. A brutal civil war claimed the lives of their parents, and that war is not over yet. When the invasion comes, they will take to the skies and claim their vengeance. Ooh, so that sounded really quite interesting. Although I'm assuming they have wings, because all the front covers suggest that they have wings. So I'm not thinking fighter pilot, I'm thinking angel fight. I could be wrong. But there you go. So I picked up 1, 2, and 3. And then I picked these up today. I got The Way of the Kings Part 1 and Part 2 by Brendan Sanderson. Woo! Just funny because last night I was doing my thing where I go through and look for books that I'm interested in, take a photo and write them down. And The Way of the Kings was one of them. I popped into town today and they had book 1 and 2. So I was very stoked. Speak again the ancient oaths, life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination, and return to men the shards that they once bore. The night's radiance must stand again. So, yeah, I've had lots of love for Brandon, and I got these for 50p each, so of course I was going to try it. Woo! And that, for now, is the end of the haul. So thank you for joining me as I waffle on about the books. My husband's really a good egg, but I don't even think he can take much more of me waffling on about books. So, yeah. Anyway, I will see you hopefully soon, and with a May wrap-up. We will see. Take care. See you soon.